Hi, I'm Rick. Today I'm going to do a video on mussels. Actually, mussels and I'll throw a little shrimp in there, and I have some scungilli. I'm going to throw that in there, and maybe some linguine. Well, actually, here's some mussels. I mean, this is an idea. I pick them up. There you go. There you go. Pick them up at that local market in the Bronx. It's called Randazzo. It's the Prince Edward mussels. You know, you get the other mussels that you would get that have, they have like, you know, they have these beards in here and they're kind of like sticking out. Matter of fact, oh, God, son of a gun, I got one in here. All right. So we just pull them out, all right? What happens with mussels is when you clean them, don't soak them. Somebody told me they could drown. Maybe, I don't know. I want to see the mussels drown. I want to eat them. And when you finish cooking them, and if they don't open, they're just not good. So just throw them out. You know, you want to tap it, and then it should open. If it doesn't, then forget about it. It's not good. Mussels is something that, I don't know, I as a kid, I don't think we ate them. They used to go into like the beach, and they used to go digging for mussels. I just kind of like turned me off. I didn't really go for them. So one time I was in Paris. Like, you know, I'm a big shot. I travel around. No, I was actually I was stationed in Germany. I guess you know that I was in the service, and I made a trip to Paris. Wow. I mean, that was fun. I mean, I'm on a train going from, I guess it was Frankfurt or somewhere, wherever it was, I forget, and Rouge Song, and you know, Mona Lisa. I'm going, it's really, all right, it's kind of cool, all right. So I got to Paris, and it was good. I did the Eiffel Tower, the tours, and, you know, the Champs-Élysées, and, you know, a friend of mine, he read it, and he said, that's the Champs-Élysées. I said, no, you got to pronounce it, you know. Well, it was fun. It was a fun time. So first thing we want to do is put some oil in there, all right? And you know your oil. I mean, you know this. I got California oil. I mean, you know the story. Anyway, I don't want the people in Italy to know about it, so it's good stuff. So I put some oil in there, okay? Now we want to put a little bit of garlic in there. Well, anyway, what I was saying, I was in Paris and I met some people who were from Canada. Hey, an American, hey, how you doing? You know, kind of stuff. They said, hey, we're going out to eat. You want to join us? So I said, it depends on where you're going. Oh, no, listen, it'll be our treat. I'm coming. As a matter of fact, so is my friend. We're going. So we go to this place, and they have mussels. I look around, I see the mussels. I go, oh, well. So the guy says, have you ever eaten mussels? Have I ever eaten mussels? Yeah, well, you know, I mean, sure. Well, you know, what does he know, right? So he says, oh, we're going to order some mussels. You want some? I said, great. Okay. So the guy orders mussels, and I excuse myself, and I go over towards the men's room. And while I'm going over, I look around and watch to see how people were eating the mussels. Okay. Let me try it, all right? Actually, what I'm doing is slicing some garlic. Sometimes I smash it and throw it in, but today, I don't know. I'm going to slice it up. Who knows? So we throw some in there. And we turn this, light the stove, put the flame on, whatever. I lit it, okay. So I watched how they ate it. I said, So I got down and I sat down. I said, well, all right, let's try it. Wow, was I shocked. Delicious. And they made it with a marinara sauce, all right. It was terrific. You know, I was hearing different things about it. People, I mean, the waiter or whatever, about how, you know, it was made and all this other stuff. And then these guys are looking at me like, I feel like you've had them before. You look like you never ate them before. I said, no, these are the best I've ever tasted. You know, like, you know. Okay, Rick. You know what happens when you tell a lie? It continues. You got to keep telling that lie, and you got to remember what you said. I'm pretty good. I can't tell too many lies because I don't remember what I said, and I'll say something completely opposite of what. Anyway, it was fun. A number of years later, when I had gotten married, we found this restaurant in Manhattan called Chez George, pomfret, which means George sells French fries, I guess, right? So I got some scallions here. Did I say scallions? I mean, shallots. Let's get it right. I got some shallots, and I got some onions. I got some red onions, and I'm just popping some in here. I don't know if I'm going to put a lot of that in there, just a few, all right? Well, we let that cook up, all right? It's going. Maybe, should I throw another piece of garlic in there? I don't know. Yeah, what the heck? Place, and it was fabulous. They used to sell mussels, and they would put French fries in it. Wow, man, you know, I've done that a few times, and that was an interesting dish, you know, to do it like that. Well, I took our kids there. They were like, I guess they were 4 or 6 or 6 and 8, whatever. Anyway, and they devoured these mushrooms. They loved the mussels. And, you know, and the waiter would say, wow, look at them eat it. And they used to make an escarole salad that would blow your socks away. Great restaurant. But like all good restaurants, they don't last forever, you know. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, that was cool. Okay, I got some hot pepper here. And so I'm cutting it at an angle, you know, I'm going to throw some pieces in there. We're going to let that cook up, right? Some more. This is going to be a little spicy, but hey. This thing here that I got is kind of interesting. My daughter was in Belgium, and she brought me back a present. She brought me back this mussel pot. Belgium is a great place for mussels. You know, France, naturally. I mean, you know, if you go to France, there are like 3 things you must eat. You know, you must have onion soup, you must have mussels, and you should have a Napoleon. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I made that up. Anyway, you know, France is a great country, and naturally the wine is well, in fact, I'm going to do some French wine with this the Beaujolais. All right. I once took a class about wine, and what I found out is what I always thought. It's like art. If you like it, it's good. I mean, you know. I mean, some of these paintings that people do, like, you know, you look at them and say, well, I don't know, but if you like it, that's great. And then wine, if it tastes good to you, it's good. So I don't know, but anyhow, we're going to use this wine in there. So meanwhile, that's starting to go. I got that going. So now I have some clam juice. Okay, I'm going to put some clam juice in here. All right, now. Well, what do we put in next? The mussels. There you go. So just throw them in. Make sure you get them all in the pot. Hey, there's a couple in there. All right, so should I pick them up like this? Yeah, I guess I can. You know, there you go. Meanwhile, this is going to cook up a little bit, and I'll mix it up. All right, and we can get it going. Okay, now you hear it like banging up, going good. Okay, so, you know. All right. So what do we got going here? We have the mussels in there, and hey, I got some, what is going to put that in there? Okay, now let's throw some wine in there. And like I said, I'm going to use this Beaujolais, since, you know, French do it. Yeah, we got. All right, so let's put it over here. All right, that's going. We have that. And let's make it. We have some red pepper. Put some of that in there. Okay. And maybe a little bit of garlic powder. All right. That's good, right? Let's cover it. And let it sit. I get to lower the flame. So anyway, okay, this is cooking and it should be ready soon, you know. Eventually I'll I'll have to stop and clean up this mess. I don't know. I just make a mussels and I get this big mess. Anyway, I was in, a number of years later, we went to Paris, me and my wife, on a vacation. That was fun, all right? So, you know my story. Mussels, you need onion soup, and you should have a Napoleon. So we decided we're going to have mussels. And I tell my wife the story about the mussels. I was, in this restaurant, I met these people, from Canada. The guy said, "You know what I am?" I said, "What?" He says, "I'm a CPA." Yeah, and his wife says, "Yeah, cleaning, pressing, and alterations." You know what? It always takes a woman to put a guy down to size, man. Let me tell you. Anyway, so we're eating, and again, I got to go. God, how much time I go in? I always go to the men's room when I'm in these eating mussels. Anyway, so I go to the men's room, I come back, and I see my wife eating the mussels. And what she's doing, actually, maybe I should show you. All right, got one of these little mussels out here. Get one that open. Okay, what she did is she took this mussel, right? She broke off the end and scooped it out like this. And ate it. Wow, these mussels are good. They're ready. Let me get the rest of this. All right. Anyway, that's what she did. She had this shell, and she'll go in here and scoop it and eat it out. So anytime we order mussels, I do that, and people look at me like, "Wow, why are you doing that?" When my wife did it, it was cool. When I do it, who knows? Anyway, let me cover this thing again and let it cook up. All right. So, I mean, that's the anatomy. Okay. So this is going, and we're going to add some tomatoes to there, and I got the good stuff. The San Maranzano. Like I said, I like saying it. San Maranzano. Okay. All right. So let's just dump some here. Actually, what I'm doing is I'm getting like the chunky ones, all right? And I put it in, okay? And I have another one called Zero. Another one minutely, and this is more paste-like, so we can just pour this in here. Pour both of them in here. Now we want this to cook. What we're making here is mussels, right, with shrimp, right, scungilli, tomatoes. So we'll put it in, right, and let it go. And I have some linguine on the side. Good stuff. It takes about 10 to 12 minutes to cook. I may not do that today because I'm cooking now. It's in the afternoon, and we're not going to eat until like late tonight. So I don't think I want to do this now, right? So, okay. So I have shrimp, right? And they're pre-cleaned. They're doing that stuff nice now. Oh, this is some herbs I picked out of my yard. I may use some of them. I'll probably use some of the basil, or as we call it in Italian, basil. All right. So these are cool. The problem with these is that they leave, the skin on here, the shell on the end. And that's always a problem trying to get it off, because then you rip it, and there's no secret way. You just got to do it with your fingernails. So I have that. And when shrimp don't take a long time to cook, but when they kind of like curl like this to like a C, then they're done. They get pink, and they go from that. This is the scungilli, and these are pre-cooked. You can get them and what you want to do is you want to cut them like so. All right, if you can see this here, cut it right in half, and then try to clean out what you can. Anything like a sort of brownish, like this is still good, but I don't like that look here, so I'll remove it. Actually, just cut it off and just take it out. And then look here, and then just cut this again. There's a piece right in here that you want to probably remove. All right, that's all. It's pretty simple. And then you flip it into your mussels, and then go from there. Let it just. I'm going to let it sit, and I'll clean up, and we'll be back. While I was mixing it up, I realized I love my daughter, but that mussel pot was just a little bit too small. I eat more than that, you know. I mean, it just it didn't seem right. So what I did is I switched pots. I got the bigger one, and I piled everything in there. So it's a lot more room. If you can see it, it's a lot more going on in there. All right. Now I got these shrimp, and I have to put these shrimp in here. Well, the trick is, it's got to be an easy way. Just you pull that off, and take your shrimp and just throw it. All right. What you want to do, like I said, is that the shrimp, when it turns pink, and then it kind of like turns into a C. And then, you know, it's just right. So you just kind of like hold it and try to pull it off. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. There's probably another way, but they're done pretty good. That's 2 out of 2. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. Popping this in here. Also, I didn't put it in the beginning, but I'm going to do it. I have anchovies, and I'll put some of the anchovy oil in here. All right, and I'll just drop a few. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to put the anchovies in there. A lot of people don't like anchovies. As I say, I'm making this, so anchovies go in here, right? That came out really nice, that one, right? I got my favorite toy that my wife made. She took a ball jar, and she took the cover from the salt shaker and put it on, and I'm ready. I got salt, right? So we're going to use salt. There we go. Put a little bit of that in there, right? We want to put some black pepper. That'll help it. This smells good, man. Really. Woo. But this is the Italian seasoning stuff, and parsley and basil. So I get this at my local store, so we'll put some of that in there, right? The Scungilli in. Let me just turn some of this here. You actually see them getting pinkish, right? You know what? I probably should have used a bigger pot than this one. But, you know, hey. Done in about 5-10 minutes, and that'll be it. All right. I'll put it in a bowl, and then we'll go from there. Thanks. You can take a look at it up here, see what it looks like. I mean, it's great. The mussels, the shrimp, it is a C. It did turn out to be a C, and that's the way you want it. And it's done right. Just terrific. The mussels already had a mussel. The Scungilli, that's terrific. I got one in here someplace. There we go. Am I allowed to dig in like this? No, that's a mussel. Wait is it? Now it's a mussel. The mussels are great. Okay, you don't want to sit there and watch me eating all this food. I will later. And I'll make the linguine later tonight, because then, you know. Salute for Chindan. Good luck for 100 years. A lot of times that's what I have here. I have some limoncello. I filled it up with limoncello, and I'm going to toast you. Thanks for watching. Wow, enjoy this.